Hey guys, Nolan here. We're here at Harold Black Park on Hayes Street in Pelham. And yesterday I discovered there's little trails that kind of go way back here in the forest. So yeah, we're just here. Gracious parking lot. You got baseball diamonds, you got playground. Seasonally there's washrooms available at this building, so it's not too shabby. But yeah, you have quite the network of like this kind of trail, like gravel and then even like well-groomed dirt trails in this area of Pelham that kind of go behind houses and neighborhoods and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna get to the end here and I'll show you what I mean. But nice little hiking spot I've recently discovered. So yeah, you have this very nice playground. I believe this is like recycled plastic. They've made the basin. It used to be gravel, but you have like little workout equipment and stuff. And we're actually gonna end up coming out in like the corner behind this baseball diamond. But it's a pretty nice little trail that goes through here. Actually, this whole network is pretty nice. But just across this bridge up here is where we're gonna be deviating. Okay, so to feel like we actually, have hiked all of Harold Black Park, we are gonna take the trail to the edge of the property. But you have the nice little creek that flows along. We'll show the bridge when we go back because it's a pretty cool little bridge. But yeah, pretty cool creek that runs along this part of the path, and across the street it runs along the path too. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is Quaker Road, I believe it is. And we're going to head back and then go into the woods. Okay, so that's the way we're gonna go. I'm gonna show you the bridge show real quick. Okay, so, and like I've walked by here tons of times, right? And I'd never gone down this way because I just assumed it was like a weird like ATV path or something. But you have a sign that says no loitering park and no loitering park. So it'd be weird to have it on both sides. And there actually is another one way down there. But we're gonna check in here first and then we're gonna be heading down that way. This way does not go very far. It just comes to a farm field, and clearly people come here and have a little bonfire. Now the other way, it's a little bit mucky in here. Pretty young kind of pine stand in here. But yeah, as you can see, this trail is just going straight that way. Not really the real trail. It just has a whole bunch of down logs. So we're gonna go back and we're going on like the actual trail part. Now I wasn't sure yesterday when I came this way. I was trying to determine if this is part of the park or if it's some random person's property. Because I know there's like a secretive property kind of that way at the corner of Foss and Hayes, where it's like no trespassing. There's like a little pond and there's like a secret kind of house way back there. So I wasn't sure if that was connected to this property. So when I got home after going on this property yesterday, I checked on the Niagara region's GIS system, and it says all this is part of whatever the trail is. And then this is Harold Black Park. So it's kind of like a weird L. There's like a branch of it that kind of extends almost to Foss Road. But yeah, what we're walking on right now is part of whatever the trail is. Looking at the map, it looks like maybe it's possible it was an old like rail trail or land they had laid out, like put aside with the intention of it being a road. And then it just didn't need it for whatever reason, decided to make it the paths. So yeah, down there is the other path we started on, where there's just a bunch of down trees. And down there we kind of have a continuation of the floodplain that was just past the bridge we crossed. And I think this was one of the first plant talks, at least one of the first ones where I actually started naming them plant talks at Point Pelee. So, you know, if you know what this is, if you watched that video, if you didn't, you can go back and watch it. Leave a comment what it is. But yeah, it is just loaded down here with that plant. Not gonna spoil it. But yeah, you can kind of see, kind of comes through this low-lying area, floods fairly frequently, I would assume. It looks very damp and it's very low to the ground, but or low to the water. But you can see there is also these white painted trail markers here. So we're actually gonna pop down this one. I think is the one I want to go down. I checked out quite a few of them yesterday. The key is trying to remember where each of them go. Okay, so this one we're not actually gonna go over there because I believe this is private property. But there's a farm field here. There's houses way down there. And there's another farm field just through a couple trees, just kind of on the other side of this field. It's a very small field, and then there's a tree line and another field. And that field, it actually goes all the way to South Pelham Road. If you know where, oh, what is it? South Pelham and Quaker Road, that intersection. There's like a farm field behind the gas station there that connects to here. So in theory, you could walk through the forest and the farm fields on, you'd be going on private property, from Harold Black to that gas station. But yeah, we're just gonna continue on our normal path here. Now way back in there, there's like a chair or something, it looks like, flipped over. And I can see that there's like wood chips. Maybe something's been cut back there. So people definitely go in here. I just don't know for what reason or who owns it. But I know for sure right now, as far as I can tell at least, this is still like town or region property. And it's just kind of the end of that initial trail where there was down logs that was kind of been going along us the whole time. But just up here is where it really makes a fork. So we're gonna head left real quick because that's a short one, and then right's the actual way that's gonna take you back. I want to show you these little routes. That way, if you decide you want to go on them, you at least have some idea. I don't recommend it. This one's pretty cool though. But the other ones, I don't really recommend it because, as far as I can tell, it's private property. But we got a nice, cute little bridge in here, and it's also incredibly muddy in here. We just had a huge snow melt the last week with lots of rain, so it's a little wet. Okay, so we're gonna end it just up here because this does end up becoming private property. You can see some houses back there. Don't really want to show you them too much, but those houses all kind of line Foss Road in between South Pelham Road and Haste. And then we have a little tree fort. There's a little gate down there, and lots of garbage in here. So this is kind of the end of this chunk. Now we're gonna go on the chunk that's gonna start looping us back towards baseball diamonds. So that way, back towards Harold Black Park directly. This way is a bit of a loop. And now this is the other side I've been talking about where this has for sure been parked. Because it's the same thing we saw at the other end, just a little bit bent. So initially I wasn't sure that this was part of the park. But one, after all the work that's clearly been put in here, and two, after looking at the GIS system, this does look to be part of the same parcel of land as the park. But we have kind of a little creek coming through there. It's really flooded on that side, but pretty cool. We have more of this plant. Hopefully you've gone and figured out what it is. I believe that video is only a couple minutes long, so it's not too bad. And it's at Point Pelee, which is cool. It was kind of like a makeshift thing where I was like planning to start doing these plant talks. And then I was at Point Pelee and I was doing the one trail, and I noticed a whole bunch of this, and I was like, well, this is a really awesome, unique plant. So just on the fly, I looked up information while I was standing on this trail and then recorded it. But whatever is in here, it's at least limiting the growth of these. All the tops look what I presume must be dead, all the white tips, but it's absolutely drenched in here right now. It also gets kind of tight in here, and it's not super well maintained, but it's pretty nice. It's quaint, and you really wouldn't think you were able to go in here until you kind of started looking into it. Oh my god, there's a woodpecker right there. Well, I tried to get a photo of it because I couldn't really see the coloring particularly well with how the lighting is right now, but oh, it sounds like there's at least another one, if not the same one, in this tree. I thought he went that way. I hear him. Oh, he's right there. This tree right here. If you follow it up, he's on a little branch right there. Interestingly, I can't even really see what kind of bird it is, but whatever it is, it's pecking like straight down, like it's sitting on the branch opposed to hanging on the side of the tree. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that. It's like right there ish. So he's moving around quite a bit. He's hopped around these trees a bit. What I was able to tell was he had kind of like a white and black speckled back and a small red tuft on the crown of his head. So I'm gonna have to look up later what it is. I'm not too familiar with the woodpecker ID because I don't really see them very often. But if you know, comment down below. But he's just kind of hanging out and bashing his head just on this branch over here. And there's a squirrel over here. You can hear lots of geese. Wouldn't even know you're 3 minutes away from major roads. Well, we're basically at the other end. So there's like a little kind of crappy fort here. But just through here, ooh, we come to this field, which might look a little familiar. We were looking this direction at the bridge, and you can see that tree line over there. That's kind of the edge of the path we were walking on in the woods, and you can see baseball diamonds just over here. Okay, now we're at the back corner of the park. So you could go around, you could go in between the two baseball diamonds, you could go all the way around, kind of go the soccer field way. I'm gonna go back this way, towards the playground, and then hop on the path there, and then take it back to the parking lot. But yeah, kind of a cute little quaint spot, not too long, but surprisingly isolated feeling for not being isolated really at all. So that's really awesome. And in theory, that last spot we were in when we saw the woodpeckers could be a cool spot if you brought like a camp chair, like a folding chair, to just kind of sit and relax. If you want to read a book, that'd probably be a good place to read a book. Just kind of relax, chill out. But yeah, we're gonna head back to the path. Not really gonna be much else to show you, although I do want to show you, if I remember, there's a cool sign near the parking lot. But yeah. Okay, so this is a sign. It's a cycling sign, but I still wanted to show it real quick. Also, they have all these tools and stuff like that you can use for your bike, but cycling Pelham. So it shows a whole bunch of different routes and stuff. And it's pretty cool. And it has the colors, so you can just follow like the little route markers. So that's all really awesome. So good job, kind of Pelham. But yeah, that's been it for me. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Nolan here. Thanks for watching another video. If you like that, there's another video over here. YouTube thinks you like. You can subscribe over here. There's another video over here. Check out the website down here. Cool. All right. Thank you. Bye.